everyone, welcome back to Little Growing Bones. Today we're discussing a common yet often overlooked condition in babies, which is the overlapping toes. I am Judith Nasazi, a pediatric orthopedic surgeon. So what are overlapping toes? Overlapping toes occur when one toe rests on top of the other instead of being positioned side by side. So this happens in one or both feet and often affects the second or fifth toe. While it might look concerning, overlapping toes are relatively common in newborns and can often be treated successfully with simple interventions. Now let's talk about what causes overlapping toes. So why does this happen? So overlapping toes can be caused by several factors, including the position in the womb. So limited state in the uterus can cause the toes to fold over one another just before birth. It can be genetics. So if a parent or sibling has overlapping toes, and there's a chance the baby might have it too. Muscle imbalances can cause this. So muscle imbalances or tight tendons. In some babies are born with tight tendons in the toes, pulling them into like those overlapping positions. Sometimes the foot structure and variable foot condition. So some foot shapes may typically have overlapping toes. What are the symptoms of overlapping toes? So most parents notice overlapping toes right away when the baby is born. Common signs include like one toe resting on top of the other. This is the most obvious sign. There could be skin irritation. So if the toes rub against each other, they could develop redness, mild irritation over time. Sometimes they could have difficulty straightening the toe. So some overlapping toes can be gently stretched into normal position, but others remain quite stiff. How do we diagnose the overlapping toes? So overlapping toes are usually diagnosed with a simple physical examination. So in most cases, no x-rays or additional tests are needed. So your pediatrician or pediatric orthopedic specialist will assess whether the toe can be corrected by gentle stretching or if further treatment is needed. And this leads us into the treatment of overlapping toes. So the treatment for overlapping toes depends on how flexible the toe is. Here are some options available. One is stretching and massage. So for mild cases, daily gentle stretching of the toes can help guide it into a normal position. The second is toe taping. So a soft tape or special toe spacer can help hold the foot in place to encourage the proper alignment. Sometimes special shoes or orthotics can be used. So soft shoes with a wider toe box may help prevent the pressure of the toes as the baby grows. Sometimes surgery is done. This is extremely rare. So if the overlapping is severe and causing discomfort as the child grows, a minor surgical procedure may be needed to release the tight tendons and allow proper alignment of the foot. So what happens if we don't treat it? The good news is that many children by 3 years, what they had as overlapping toes have like correctly aligned out, and there's no need for any further treatment. Many times these correct on their own. But what happens if they don't correct, or what happens if they are not treated? In many cases, overlapping toes don't cause major problems, but if left untreated, they can maybe lead to a few issues. Sometimes they could cause toe pain and irritation. So overlapping toes may rub against the shoes, causing blisters or callosities. They could have walking difficulties. So in severe cases, an untreated overlapping toe can make wearing shoes uncomfortable and affect the gait. There could be joint stiffness. So over time, the toe may become permanently rigid in an abnormal position, and that's why we need to intervene when we see them and reassure the parents and tell them what can be done to correct this, because this can make such a big difference. So there you have it. Overlapping toes in babies are usually harmless, but it's important to address them early if needed. And thank you for watching, and until next time, keep it on Little Growing Bones.